Mhm.
Uh, Welcome back, everybody. We're gonna do uh, have the words first, and then we'll do the announcements. And we have tracker check-ins tonight. Um, more important information, and uh, what else? There's something.
Assessments.
Oh, we're going to talk about and we're going to talk about an opportunity that came up that we're going to be able to share a little time with some other trackers and some. We're going to talk about that also at the end.
All right. We'll say a prayer. Thank you, Lord, for covering this entire broadcast and casting out any unclean spirits and any unclean energy that would try to hinder the truth, Lord. Just let it be completely protected. Everyone hears what they need to hear, and that we all stay safe, and that those trackers that are part of our team, Lord, that your extra hand of protection and many angels be sent to guard over them. And we thank you for the healing that's taken place. We thank you for the healing of Tracker A's daughter, and that all went well with that. And we thank you for all the praying people that view and that are a part of this group. In Jesus' name, amen. Oh, the verse is Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to give you hope and a future. Some of y'all may put the version that you have in your favorite.
Also, the last thing in the Bigfoot documentary, um, we tell you and to never lose hope. And with hope comes that future for that, um, because it continues after that. When you don't lose hope, it will continue. Um,
We have three Facebook pages: Oklahoma Bigfoot Predator Watch, in parentheses, antlers and surrounding areas. We have the Choctaw Missing Woman, WOMBMAN, and Sun Center and Database, and also the Lead Tracker E. Uh, the Lead Tracker E page is being throttled just like the YouTube page. So if y'all would go and like it and just help push the algorithm up, y'all know how it works, like and subscribe and all those things. But we put a lot of information. The blinds that we'll be using as an example today were posted on that page. So you can keep up with the daily progress of what we're doing, what we're up to on that page.
yeah, we're going to give an update on that also. You know?
Emails are Jerry Williams, capital J, ERRY, Williams, capital W, 1927 at outlook.com, or all lowercase lead tracker E at gmail.com. And our post office box is 655 Antlers, Oklahoma, 74523.
Mhm. Also, remote assessments. Uh, we're getting some video and some photos coming in from some trackers. Also, we we're needing some more honorary trackers. We're needing more grounds covered, and if you've gotten the DVD, if you've watched it, studied it, learned from it, um, we're going to make you the honorary tracker in that area. Um, we don't need any trackers or people who kind of know. If you don't have the documentary, then you don't know. Actually, we're talking to another guy just the other day who does some mining in that area, and he said he's okay, or he thinks he's okay, and he was supposed to have got the DVD, and he's telling me that he's going to send some pictures in and things like that. And I said, well, you're not okay. You don't have the DVD. You don't know what to look for if you're sending these pictures in. Now, our trackers are sending confirmation pictures in, not assessment pictures. but we are doing the remote assessments, and that's if you have um, from not any distinguishing addresses, houses, cars, anything that will distinguish where you're at, but just of the wood line from the back door out, looking a strategic viewing place. Take a picture of that area with no structures, no houses or anything, just woods and things like that. Um, or if you're going down a road where you think you know or you've heard things or something like that, give us a little video. You can send it to capital J. That's the only thing that's capital. Capital Jerry Williams, just the first letter. Jerry Williams, 1927 at outlook.com. Um, so we will be doing more of those. Also, our honorary trackers. I know, Scott, we talked to you today or yesterday, and we actually talked about it, about seeing if you might want to do some not not tracking in that area, but like as an honorary tracker to because you know what to look for. You know what to scout. We're not talking about going out in the rough terrain, the mountains, or wooded areas or dark areas. Just you know what to look for. You can drive around and find these things, and but just to send us a report of your area. We would like to start doing that with people who do have the DVD, who know what to look for. And if you've been with this channel for a while, you know what we're talking about. We're looking for the people who are paying attention and looking for exactly what we're showing you, especially in that DVD.
Mhm.
So that's the remote assessment. Um, let's see where we at. Uh, we're going to do tracker check-ins. We're going to catch up on a few things, and then we're going to tell you about this weekend of what we're doing, uh, and that we'll get to that part in just a minute. But this also is a trackers channel. This channel is for our trackers. This is actually a meeting. This is how we get to talk with the other trackers, to share information so that everybody knows exactly what the other tracker knows. We all have the same information. But it is a trackers channel. It's used to communicate with other trackers. And also, viewers are allowed to watch and view and listen and learn of things that we do and of our conversations, and the people we talk to who give us the information so that everyone's safe out there, because without that information, um, some of the stuff uh, other people just can't grasp. So we do need all that information. But it is a trackers channel. We're asking for people to just monitor the comment sections, kind of police, yourself, or the new viewers, especially the ones who may pop in and try to talk and everything. We will take, we will read the comments before and after, and if they are legitimate questions, we will answer those. But that's at the end of this, because we're going to cover quite a bit. We're catching up with each other. This is a meeting, like I'm saying. Um, but you're welcome, and we're glad when you make your friendships here. It's like a classroom, because everyone's here who's, especially if you've been with us for a couple of years, you know that every time we are sitting here, it's for a reason, and that the information that we share with you, um, you can use out there, and it will, and it has saved lives. So just make sure we pay attention whenever the trackers are talking. Let's hear what they're saying, give them the respect, and then we'll get through it quickly, and then we'll read the comments again, and then we'll close up again.
Mm-hmm. Do we go through comments?
Yeah, let's go ahead and start with the comments, and then we'll and we've talked to some trackers already, and we'll give you their updates verbally, and but we may have one or two that we're going to call for updates, and because they've got some activity, and we need to know about it. Our trackers need to know about it.
Scott is here. CT is here. Hello, you. Hello.
Scott, CT.
Tennessee is here. Team L. Hello, all you beautiful people. Looking forward to tonight's show. Danette is here. Hello. Dwayne is here.
All right.
Life's Adventures, Keeping It Real. Jim is here. Hey, you guys. Hey, everybody.
Jim's here. All right.
Glad y'all are
Tennessee,
here.
Tennessee.
Everybody just catching up, and Judy Wheeler just checked in.
All right, Judy. Oh, and whenever we do the honorary trackers, whenever we do a check-in, um, give us a check or let us know. Or when we do this, you're going to be communicating with us also through Messenger, other ways of communicating. It won't be just on here, so that we will have your updates also um, prior to the meeting. But we'll also, if you, a lot of our trackers say, I need to let you know what's going on right now. And they'll let us know, then we'll broadcast it here for the other trackers so that everybody knows what's going on.
We had a few more people check in. And Dwayne said he's at work. Michelle Love Saint. Hey, glad you could be here, Dwayne. Michelle Love Saint Michael is here. Good. We'll be talking about your situation. Judy Wheeler and Mary Kayleen is here. Glad you're here.
All
Glad you're here.
right. All right. So we haven't talked more. Actually,
Hey,
hey,
Linda.
pray we must.
Pray we must.
Checked in. Good. Thank you so much for checking in. Um, Tracker M is doing good. He's going to be sharing some information and some knowledge this weekend also. Um, Tracker S, as far as we know, because we've been kind of backed up, but as far as we know, he was under the weather.
Yeah, but he was already on the mend. Yeah.
Okay, so he was getting better. So
Yeah.
we'll give you another couple days, and then we're going to be looking for some information. But make sure you get healthy and strong first.
Also, Charles, y'all pray for Charles. He
Uh,
needs some healing prayers too, so he can get strong again, and he'll be rescheduling his camping trip that he planned to take. And Tracker A's, which y'all heard in the prayer, Tracker A's daughter's surgery successful.
mhm. So everything's good there. The Tracker L's.
Tracker L's are with us, so they're doing well too.
Okay, they're with us. They're doing good. They're here. All right. Um, uh, let's go ahead and give the report for. We have another honorary tracker. We actually met some people in Heavener, Oklahoma, just the other day. Heavener, Oklahoma.
It looks like heaven there,
Heaven
but
there.
they pronounce it heathen.
And but that was funny because I guess the guy was from Texas or something. They were talking about that, just like Hornaby.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're local and you've been here for as long as we have, you say Hornaby. But how does everybody else say it?
Hanobia, because that's what it looks like.
Hanobia. And so when somebody says it, we're like, what? But it's just the way we say it here, and that's the way we've said it our entire lives. But even like the Kamishi Mountains, we say Kamishi. And what's everybody else say? I think it's Kayamishi
All kinds of things.
yeah, in the Owachita Mountains.
Mm-hmm.
There is just
Ouachita.
Owachita, but it's just the way that we say things. But we were in Heavener, Oklahoma, helping a friend. We met some people up there, and we talked about being trackers, and we gave them our card and told them to check out this channel. So if you're in the stream tonight, and I hope you are, because he was supposed to check out the channel of the last two streams, and if you were with us and you heard those last two streams, um,
Lucas.
Lucas, if you're in the house It was great to meet you. We talked about you. Um, you seem like a great guy. That's all I can
Yeah.
say. So we wish you well. Um, let's see. And we also have another person we want to have as an honorary tracker, and we're going to show some until we can get everything worked out as far as the DVDs fully studied. Because you need to know what's in that DVD if you're going to be a tracker. If actually, military don't teach you all the things that you need to know, but it does teach you a lot. Special battle readiness and preparation, repetition, things like that. But uh, the things that is taught to you on that DVD is special, extra. It's training that you're not going to find anywhere else. Um, no one has ever put something like this together besides us. And if you have the DVD, Scott, he has a DVD. Dwayne and them have it. Pray We Must, I believe she has it, but I don't know if she's seen it yet. But
Tennessee.
Tennessee, they have it. Then you'll understand once you have that DVD. You'll understand the translucency. You'll understand um, their traps or blinds, where to look, how to look for them. It's all different angles and things like that. But we have another, and those pictures that we're going to show tonight. That's the person that we've been helping in this area. We need to do some more tracking in that area, some night observations. We're going to show you. We've been gone, what, 2 weeks maybe, uh, from that place, and there's some new breaks in that area. So we're going to have to go back. It's not that we have to; it's that we want to, and we need to. Um, these are people that we know. Um, they're not strangers, I guess you would say, which nobody is once we spend time with them. um, but let's see. Oh, Linda says that she has viewed the DVD.
Oh, good, good, good.
All right,
Very
Linda.
good.
So, Linda, you would also be one of our honorary trackers if you would like to help us out with that. And that's giving us information of any activity in your area. Since you have the DVD and you've went over it, you're going to know more than anybody else in that area. So if you would like to, and we would like for you also to give us some check-ins uh, around your area. It's just to be cautious, just to let us know what's going on and where activity is in certain areas.
One of our best photos came from her neighbor's property.
Mm.
The one that looks like a baby Bigfoot. Well, I mean, it is a baby Bigfoot, but it looks cute, but they're not.
And um, oh,
Is it in here? We may not have it loaded this time, but we've shown it before. It's got a bit of a purplish um, cast to it, just in the photo, not because it was purple. And it has a very smooth face. They can look back on other videos too, and I think it's a cover on one of the videos. Very babyish face, very
yes.
doll like.
You would think this was a child. If you've seen it in the bushes this much, you would think that was a child or a lost child.
You saw the red eyes.
Yeah, and the claws and the hair and everything. But even another child, if they seen that little picture part in the brush line, another child would have went into that wood line.
Yeah.
We also have been in different areas finding, the kickballs, the air balls, the ones that the children play with and leave around the playgrounds and things like that. Those have been moved over to the tree edge line or the tree line. be very careful of that because children will go to get that rubber ball to play with it, and that's also an ambush spot.
And that reminds me, the person whose blinds we're going to show in a little while
Hmm.
had, we talk about how they'll get trash and they'll drag it into the woods, but sometimes that's also like it, you know how they'll design a trap for each person.
Hmm.
Depending on what they like, they're going to put that place, that thing where you, it's going to catch your interest. They're watching you. Might be beautiful leaves. You might be drawn to white rocks, whatever. Well, this person is picks up every little speck of trash that they see, and she said that's some of the bait for her to try to lead her up into the areas where the blinds are was trash, like a bait that she would keep
Mm,
going
yeah,
up there. So that's something else to be careful for. And people that are picking up litter, and you know that's
yeah,
good that we do, but it, there may be a Bigfoot very near.
yeah. Especially if they know you're gonna come pick that trash up.
Yep,
A little further, a little further.
yep.
There you are. But also, our other tracker, Tracker A, sent in some photos today of some logs laid over a fence, a real high fence. So it made a ramp, and we'll get to that when we can get those
Are
loaded.
they in here?
Uh,
They're on her page. If they're not, Tracker A.
they're
If you're in
in
here,
face
okay.
message.
Can I add them
Should be able
now?
to. You should be
Okay.
able to. Now, if this works, while she loads this while we're on air, we're going to do this a lot because then we can have people send us right in directly what we're talking about. We can load it and shoot it out, and we are thankful for our sponsor. Um,
Are we sure?
our sponsor is in the room every broadcast, uh, and that's how we have the internet. I mean, the StreamYard. The Wi-Fi is coming from another friend who is visiting, and yet we're using their hotspot, so we're actually getting through the gift of friends. We have this big stream tonight, big something. But what was we talking?
Um, I'm trying to load. I am loading.
Okay, so the picture that we're going to show tonight also. This is we haven't asked them yet, but we also kind of want them to start thinking about being on our tracker, so we can start sharing this information at that area also. They can give us reports so we know what's going on also without having to go back and forth. But it's a good person.
But they're selecting what,
Is that from here?
which we can get rid of that for now.
Oh, hold on. Okay. Now I'm going to put this link up, but
Jody Albrecht says, "Great to see everyone. Thank you for being so far ahead." Thank you, Jody.
can you click on that and will that let you in? If the screen goes blank, we'll be right back. I just want to try. Check one thing. Yeah, see if I can go through this other link.
Like this. Okay.
Yeah, hey, we're still on. Good. Which one's released?
Say it again.
Which one? All right, which one is this?
Which
What
photos?
are we looking for?
These are the photos of Tracker Ace, the polls.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
It's just taking a minute to scroll.
I'm gonna try this also.
There they are. Good, good, good.
Okay,
It
everybody
looks like it's
still with us? All right, good. We're still on. You can come on that way. And then you have
It's going really slow though. It might be slowing everything else too. The trees. Lisa Lou's here. Hey Lisa Lou, how you doing? Yay, I made it. Hi tribe. Yes, glad you're here. Just in time. We're just getting started. We are loading up some pictures from Tracker A.
no, but
Well, they're not in there.
we gotta see if we come on. Come on, come on. But you should be able to still hear us. So if you can still hear us, stay with us. It's almost loaded. And I'm sure that this is the reason we've got a blank screen right now. We can't see, but they may be able to see us.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh, uh-oh.
So it's happened before.
No, wiping my nose.
Yeah.
Scott says, yes, we can hear you, so I don't think they can see us, but they can hear us.
Okay, good. Good. Stay with us.
It's okay. It's just taking too long. I'll tell you what, I'm going to get
Well,
out completely.
Oh, let's try.
Try to not be
Let's
dragging.
not give up.
I'm just
We
saying.
don't give up.
Well,
We got it.
You're already loading a different way.
Can you load?
You already started on here, so I backed out because it was just stalled.
Okay. Okay.
I thought it would
Okay.
up a little.
So now we just need to
In
get
the
our
meantime,
screen on.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're just waiting.
We're still
Our
here.
camera. But in that meantime,
Everybody's still greeting each other and showing up anyhow.
this is what we're talking about.
Yes.
Our camera is not on right now, but Tracker A has sent in this report that the Bigfoot are putting poles over. It's easy access to go over. Even the young ones or the smaller juvenile ones will use this. Now that's a tower. That's a radio tower.
Like a cell tower.
Cell tower. So the Bigfoot will climb that tower and get the bird's eye view.
Who's camping here? Who's walking there?
Okay. So we're back. Now okay, Lisa Lou wants to try to
Just look it up. That's what it's under. Lisa Lou is Tracker A. That's the name of her channel.
and you can also send us a message if you can't find it. We'll get that and then we'll copy the link and send it to you.
Yeah, look, I can do that right now.
Okay.
Just didn't think of it.
And we hope
And
everybody.
actually, maybe sometimes they're sneaky.
Yeah.
And they won't even
So we hope everybody's seen this. Um, some of these predators are um, have built a little ramp that they're using. Those were dragged to this fence and put over, and the back side of it, and then they'll climb up to the top of that and get that bird's eye view. And like Tracker E was saying, that from up there you got that view of, hey, there's campers over there. The dogs are running wild over here. There's cows over there. It's kind of like you're just looking over the buffet line. Hey, there's a herd of deer over there. There's some turkey over there. Everybody knows if you have a drone, you can find wildlife. You can find fish. You can find turkeys, squirrels, deer, whatever's out there. If you have a drone, you can find it. It's the same thing with the Bigfoot, plus the eyesight of these creatures. So watch for that. They'll climb those propellers, the wind towers. They will get up there. They will get that bird's eye view. They will watch you from a long distance. Um, is that smoke coming out of that chimney? Things like that. They're home. Chimney just lit up. Um, they're not paying attention to that dog. That family over there is yelling. Uh, that family's not. Things like that. It's all information. They're very observant. They'll wait. They'll test everything. Um, they'll watch how often you're visited. Uh, they want to know if anybody's going to miss you. So that was Tracker A's report for right now. All's good there, and we will be checking in with a couple of trackers um, daily, and sometimes 2 or 3 times during the day. For right now, let's see our honorary tracker. Find her in Messenger, and we're going to read off of a report that she sent in today. This is around Heavener area, which is in Oklahoma.
Okay. This is in regards to how we talk about the storm, how the Bigfoot will use the storms. They will use the weather as opportunities to do damage and to create blinds, to do pull downs, um, block the road, knock down trees. They're opportunists.
Thunder and lightning.
Yes, thunder, lightning, storms,
Yes.
fog.
The Bigfoot groups called Thunder. A group of Bigfoots called Thunder, and a group of Bigfoots called Lightning. A group of Bigfoots called Earthquake. A group of Bigfoots called Tremble. A big group of Bigfoots called Rain. A group of Bigfoots called Mist. A group of Bigfoots called Snow. A group of Bigfoots called Fog. That's what we're talking about, groups of Bigfoots like this. But this is our honorary tracker. This is her report, and she's started with us a couple of weeks ago after she received her DVD and studied it. Now she's finding everything, and she's giving us reports, and we're going to be sticking with her. Also, this is around the Heavener area, Arkansas borderline area, known for activity. Um, all of Oklahoma is known for activity, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, every state that we've been in has got activity. They are everywhere. Be very aware. Be observant. Okay, here we go.
Okay, real quick. Someone wrote, I'm sorry, but I can't see any wind towers. I believe it's cell towers, and they're not in that picture, but we're still trying to load. There was 3 other pictures, and if we get them up in time, but within that fence is around a cell tower. So that's at the edge where the logs are. So anyway, this is back to this honorary tracker. Do we say their name?
No, not yet.
Okay. Here's their message, and they said we could share it. One thing I noticed after the ice storm, a whole lot of tree limbs broken like a cover. I didn't get any pictures because it just dawned on me what I was seeing. If I sat down and put my back against a big tree and broke the branch above my head to cover me, that's what I saw all along Highway 22 here in Arkansas. I don't drive my Jeep in the rain, cloth cover, I'll get soaked. Anyway, that's just about getting pictures. That's not a problem. We don't need pictures of them in any, if you get them, that's fine. If you don't worry about it. Because we have samples that will show what we mean by pull downs. Uh, so she sent a sample, but it's a stock photo, and we've got our own photos we'll show. She says, like that, that was the only branch broken on the whole tree. They sat under it and pulled it down over themselves. I'm shocked at how many of them there were. We could be nearly overrun at this point. We were driving at 60 miles an hour, and I'd say every minute I'd see a branch pulled down for cover. That's even excluding what could have been natural broken branches. How many of these sons of hell are out there? Those were huge limbs broken, at least 6 feet off the ground. I could stand under them. And this is near Fort Smith, Arkansas, on Highway 22. So anybody in that area, you can drive up and down that highway, and you'll see what they're talking about. If it was just from weight of an ice storm, there would be many branches broken, not just at the perfect height and in the perfect location to be strategic. She says they were broken like that. If we sent her pictures of the breaks, we'll show you in a minute. They were broken like that, but they were a lot wider at the bottom, like a huge fan. I saw at least 20 trees over maybe 30 miles, and they all looked the same. One huge broken branch still hanging on the tree with the top spread out on the ground, and all those broken branches were facing the highway. It did not look natural at all. The break was at least 6 feet off the ground. These are what we call blinds. And these are ambush spots for viewers who haven't been here before. They use these to create a blind just as a deer hunter would. This is an example of one out by the propane tank. If you look at the tree behind it, you can see those branches are broken down in opposite directions. And we have from several angles this. And it's just very strategically done. If you were standing right there in that spot, you would be able to see most of the buildings on that property and the entrances and exits.
Okay, so now our next track, and that is around the Heavener, Arkansas, Poto, Ouachita Mountain area. High activity. Our new honorary tracker has given us reports. They do have the DVD. They actually got the DVD, watched it, studied it, and shipped it to their brother or their
good.
Just so that they would have the information.
Good.
So that DVD is being passed around throughout their family. They want their family to know what's going on, what to look for. So now we need Tracker B.
Okay.
And Pray We Must says that she has seen the fog a couple of times and it had a green tint. Yeah. And what we talk about is learn your area. Learn where the fog naturally occurs over the ponds, a place that gathers water, may have that mist off. Learn where your fog naturally occurs, because you're going to find out that these Bigfoots called fog, they will produce that fog with the heat and the moisture. And then they will push that fog because they hunt. They use that fog to hunt in. And you'll see that fog make its way right to your camp, right to your hunting camp, right to your overnight camping area. All of a sudden, you're engulfed in fog, but nobody else on the mountain is. They use that to hunt. Be aware of that. Now, they'll use it uh, on corners where the corners are coming up real fast, sharp corners. You're going to find fog there. You're also going to find blinds there. You're also going to find damaged pavement. They've damaged the pavement on those tight curves where the fog is at nighttime areas where accidents do happen. And we know that there's some roads that are naturally like this, but we also know that the Bigfoots that create that fog will use it. And we were up in the mountains the other day, and there was two ambulances waiting almost at the top of the mountain for a wreck for someone to have an accident there, and that's something because that fog was thick and we came through
Tracker B says give her 30 minutes.
it.
She's on her way home.
Okay, so we got a 30-minute window. So what we're going to do now is we're going to show those blinds. And we're going to talk about this area that we helped out with a few fixtures around the house, and we said that we'd be back to do some night observations if people wanted us to come back, and that we would also track the land to do phase two, and then phase three of just, phase two is getting that report. We need to know what's out there in the field, what's around on their property, how far it goes in, where the exit and entry points is, where they're coming from, where they're going, and what they're doing. So we still need to do that. But I'll have or I'll ask Tracker E to explain all of these things as I go through the pictures for her, because she does know the area, the land. She knows what is supposed to be there and what is not supposed to be. So we'll start off with the regular picture, and we'll move on.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is just the one that we described a while ago. You see the
Oh, okay. That's fine.
okay. The large tree there with the breaks coming down on either side. Where we're going to look in the next few pictures, I believe, is back behind there now are some new pull downs in a line. This is a line of sight going towards the back door of the place and towards the wood pile.
So behind,
Strategic,
yeah,
very important areas. That
just like the
people
next
need.
big bush behind it, kind of thing.
Yeah, so this is the new one. This just happened. You see, yeah, if you look further back in the background of this one, you'll see the propane tank. Now you're on the back side of the propane tank, and you can see that there's new brakes, and you see how utterly unnatural that is. They're snapped down on either side. A normal person, a regular person, is going to say, oh, the storm broke it down. There was no storm. There was some rain. This did not happen from just by accident in heavy rain and wind. This was strategically done so that they can hide behind these things. And this is a perfect time of year for you guys to get out there in your wood lines, and when all the leaves are dead, and this is when they're building their structures. This is when they're building their frames. Think of it as putting up the studs in your house, and they'll fill in with foliage in the spring. You want to go out there and look for them during this time of year so that you can remove them, cut them down completely. Some of the things that we're experimenting with is revealing them completely, cutting all the foliage but leaving the framework. So it's what we've done on our property, but you use your own judgment if you should just wipe it out, get rid of it altogether. We're just saying, we know you're here. Now what you're going to do, we can see where you're trying to hide. We see, do you see us see you, kind of thing. That's why we're just leaving the framework. So it would basically look like the bows back there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But in this situation at this house, We may leave the framework at the propane tank, but the rest of it we're just cutting down. There's too much. Then we got to get rid of that cedar. The Bigfoot love this cedar to hide in.
Mhm.
It's around this area. That's their choice. This picture is just more of that blind. You can see how thick. You can see.
You're not seeing
This is another. This is even further back. This is a third blind
I
happening.
think this is side of the.
See the right
Oh,
there?
yeah.
This is further back.
Sure is. Sure is.
It went, and then it starts curving to the right, and they got that whole little cedar patch there. They're breaking it down all along the edge, so they can watch every movement.
Like that song.
And the owner has
This is a. Oh, I'm sorry.
been learning, and
Mhm.
very proud of her for even spotting this blind, because you can
Check that
see
out.
that it's kind of tucked away back in there. Very proud of her that
Yeah.
she's paying enough attention that she looked through that and saw that break back there. Also, that she was wise enough not to go back there. That she let us know about it, and we went back there,
Yeah,
you
we
know,
went
so we
back
could document it for her. Also, that her intuition is, which I know this person's always been very strong, but
The
there's a
intuition.
whole section of that she's paying attention. Those waves of discomfort, the
good.
chills, the bad kind of chills, things like that. So she's already turned her back on those areas, because she, in certain areas that we know it's just too dark out there. We haven't been able to really track
Yep.
it yet.
Yep.
She's already picking up on it and saying, no, I don't like that area. That's where they are. That's where they are. And you'll become more sensitive. Just the more you get out there, really.
You sure will. So, well, the blind that we're talking about right here, anybody could stand behind that
Yeah.
or sit right there, and you wouldn't be seen at nighttime.
Mm-mm.
The light from the house doesn't carry that far, but you have the perfect observation
Yeah.
area.
Easy. Especially if you're in the colors in the day. There's in the daytime. There's some of them that are rusty colored. They can be translucent. Their hair reflects so that it looks like the foliage. The And then there's blacker than black. See, hiding up under there where it's been bedding, or they've been bedding,
Hmm.
tucking in under there, and it just looks like a shadow at night. This is why you need to trim all your trees. Get them. You don't want bushy trees at the bottom. Get rid of your blinds. Get rid of your junk.
Hmm. And know that those leaves are patted down. That if you look right there too, you'll see. And this is at the base. This this picture right here is right there on the corner where it looks like a teepee. If you was to walk
Mhm.
straight
Hmm.
and stand right there, that's where you would be. And you see these it's all matted down here, and this is fresh.
Oh yeah.
This is fresh right through there. It stood right there and watched the house from.
And the little dog as it comes out to go to the restroom.
Hmm.
And this person's been hearing lots of noise on the top of their roof, as though something's crawling on the top of the roof. And also got matter of fact, they may become an honorary tracker also.
Yeah, that's what I was talking
And
about.
they have been, okay.
Yeah.
And they have been, yesterday, as they stopped to pull into a driveway, there was what they said, a huge thump, so large that in their head, their instant thought was, did I just get hit by a meteorite? Hit the cab of the truck super hard, made the dog jump off into her lap, into the driver's lap. And it didn't sound metallic. It didn't sound like a stick. There was no anything. And it happened just as she was pausing to turn into the driveway.
Mm. And that just happened yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So this is our phase two. This is our um, and we don't expect anybody to be going out and trying to do this on their own. Um, if
We-
you, sorry,
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say if you have the DVD, you know more than most. Our friend has seen this DVD or parts of it. I know they retired one of the nights, but they have been with us a couple times, and they have tracked with us. They have been out in the field with us a couple times. They know what to look for, um, and that's why we have this report for that.
Mm-hmm.
And they knew, I'm by myself out here right now. Um, even having your pet with you, you know, that's also a danger because if these things know that if they grab your pet and walk slowly into the woods, you're going to try to go slowly or try to go get your pet or try to help your pet.
Mm-hmm.
And all it is just to pull you in. So come on.
And this is the person that the trash too. They'll follow the trash wherever wherever it leads to pick it up and get rid of it. And it's starting to go up that trail through those blinds. So they're not hauling it off. They're creating bait. For those of you that didn't hear earlier, this is the place that we're talking about.
Mhm. And so I think we got just a little bit more time. So you want to talk about this weekend?
Sure. Are there more pictures though? We had a few more pictures.
Mhm. Well, we have border. I mean, like,
Well, the reason I want to show them like those dark spots, because a lot of them have much bigger screens
okay,
and they can look in there. There, many on here are getting good enough now that if they can, seeing some of these photo, I think that's just where I tried to blow it up. But
okay, let's try.
see what they can find in. And we haven't even had time to. I mean, we went snap pictures quickly and we had to go. Uh, so this is just more of the same area. Y'all look in the backgrounds of those and see what you notice
Yeah,
too. And
yeah. This is the propane tank over the top of that propane tank.
mhm.
That tree that's hanging down there, that's a blind. But if you look further in the back,
Almost dead center back behind that tree.
yeah, right about here, I would say further in like the middle picture back there. That's another one, and that one's the fresh one. That one's the one that's watching the house. That one's that one. It's fresh, as we said. So we're gonna need to go back as soon as we can.
Can I show a couple more?
Okay. Okay.
I'll just screenshot them or something and take a good look at them. But I thought we had over along that one area. Maybe I didn't load it. Well, look in that one good. See if you can see up in the background.
That's the matted down.
Yeah, but there may be something back in there. We just haven't been able to look for translucent or anything yet.
Mm.
I thought we had more in there. Okay. Go ahead.
Click on it again.
This.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if it looks like a new comment or something. Uncle Bones is here.
Hi, Uncle Bones. Judy Wheeler says she's seen them. Yep. When y'all see these in your yards, there's a reason.
So this weekend we've invited a couple of trackers over. We actually haven't really tracked the rest of our land, really.
Mm-mm.
But we're going to use our area as a training tool this weekend with a couple of trackers and a couple of people who go out on searches. We want to share information with them to teach them how to be, well, not our tracker, but the other people, to teach them how to be more safe out there. And we're also going to have another friend from this channel who uh, is going to be able to visit. He's him and his wife are they're on another mission, so to speak. But they said that they're going to have a little time to stop by and visit with us, and we don't know what day or what time. And if you're watching this stream, Dave and your wife, that whenever you get here, um, we set the itinerary. That's what we're going to be doing, and breakfast is at 7 a.m. to start Friday morning. But if you don't make it for breakfast, we have the protocol of the field that whole before lunch, and then we'll have lunch. And then in the afternoon, we're going to do some mock tracking. It's going to be actually it's going to be real tracking, but it's in an area that we've already went through. But we want to show how to track what we're looking for in a safe environment. And then the next day, then we're taking people out into the field. But it's places that we've already been, so that we don't have to go and scout and do a full track. We know exactly the place to take them, to give them and show them what they need to see. Um, so Saturday's going to be a busy day. We got a lot of things to show everybody. Um, People don't know that these things are around or where to look. We're going to take you to some of the biggest and the best structures, so that you have your visual, so that you can take this information home and actually to share with your friends and family once you learn all this. And then we're going to come back. The first night, though, for dinner, we're having a traditional Choctaw um, meal called Banaha. We're going to have that. And after we take people out in the field on Saturday, then we're going to have Indian tacos. It's something that we make. It's very good, very delicious on fried bread, Indian taco kind of thing. And then that next morning, um, we do have a pastor who's going to be with us, but he may have to pastor somewhere else. You never know, but everyone's welcome to join in on that. Um, but we're going to have like a late brunch. I mean, we're just going to have a brunch instead of 6, 7 o'clock, 4 o'clock wake up. That we're going to have that brunch because I know everybody's going to be tired Saturday night when we get back in, and after you have a big Indian taco dinner, you're going to want to go to sleep. Uh, Plus, we have the hot showers for everybody, so everybody stays healthy, because we want everybody to clean off after you get out of the field. Make sure there's no ticks on you or anything like that. So everybody's gonna bag their clothes up, shower up, and have a great dinner. We're gonna sit around. We're gonna talk as friends until you get tired. After dinner, everyone's pretty much on their own. I mean, you have your free time. You can, and we got some rooms and groups, is bringing a trailer, a travel trailer. Now we got a spot for you also, so don't worry about that. Um, Showers in the house. We can bring you water out if you need it. Um, but you'll have hot showers and running water with your travel trailer. Don't worry about that. Um, Tracker M, we got that cot for you. It's sturdy. It's ready to go. Just bring you some warm. Actually, just whatever you want to sleep in. We're going to build you. We're going to block off the room so that you have your own privacy and everything like that. Maybe here in the studio. We'll just push this off over here, and you can. Our trackers are very sturdy out in the field. We can sleep in the car.
But we don't recommend it.
No. But we're gonna we have everything taken care of. So just make it here. Tracker A, we hope you do make it here. Um, Lee, if you make it in, and we was hoping Charles would make it, but Charles is under the weather. And like we said, get strong first, warrior. So you're strong out there when it's time to go. Um, and plus that, we don't want any sickness coming to us either. But Charles, take care of yourself. Get strong, brother. We will see you again, and we will still have that track somewhere, but we will get there. Our paths will meet. We will be there. Um,
I just sent her a message to call us when she's ready, so
okay.
I don't know if she's back yet.
Now, also, as a surprise, our trackers don't even know about this. Our other guest doesn't know this, but we're also having another group of trackers come in. Um, and I'm not sure about their channel. Oklahoma Adventures. Check them out on YouTube. Uh, they're going to be with us this weekend as well. And they're some of the people that we really want to help. Um, Everybody knows how to go through the woods, and we've seen other Bigfoot groups go through the woods. And every time we watch it, we kind of cringe just a little bit. They've been safe. They are safe out there. We just want to help them be just a little bit more safer and just kind of show them what we do, what we look for, um, because we always want everybody coming home.
I'm about to put their link up on comments.
Oh, great. So, Tracker, he's going to put that link up with here in the comments in just a moment. But it's going to be a great weekend. So we're not going to actually be on until maybe Monday or Tuesday. Everybody's going to stay till Sunday, and then we're going to take a walk. We want to take one walk with you afterwards on Sunday before everybody departs. Just a walk in the park. Now, when we say something like that, yeah, we're going there for a reason. And we just want to share information so that when you go home, you're going to know exactly where to go and what to look for. And you're going to help your community and your friends and family. Lee Trekker, he has put up the YouTube link to Oklahoma Adventures. Jose and Tanya,
Hmm.
uh, check them out. If you,
They actually found a skeleton of a Bigfoot.
yes, they found a skeleton of a Bigfoot and it had
And
fangs.
it has fangs just like Tracker Ace had fangs, and we forgot to mention that on the channel.
Yes, we forgot to mention that on the last stream. The Bigfoot that was killed had fangs,
Which we've been saying all along.
fangs, in which we've been saying all along, as Jackie has said. They drink blood. They hold prey like that, drink blood. Um,
And by that we don't mean they drink blood through their fangs. We mean
I
they
do.
poke, but not all of them.
Yeah. Well, not all of them,
It's
but
not like all the fangs have holes
yeah,
in
yeah.
them.
Not all of them.
They need
Some do.
if the blood is leaking, they lap up the
Yeah,
blood,
they
or they'll
will
rip
lap up
things
the
off
blood.
to
They'll
get
lick.
to the blood.
Yeah, they'll lick blood. Um, yeah, I think that.
Oh,
But it
okay,
just now came through on the line. It just now came
okay.
through. And so we're gonna have them here with us this weekend as well. And it's supposed to be raining, but we're trackers, and we're not gonna go out there and just stand out in the rain. Um, we know exactly where we're going, how long it's going to take, uh, and it's places that uh, other people really don't have access to, or they don't know where these places are. But these places are, where you go swimming, camping, fishing, hiking, um, and things like that. That's where these places are. And we're going to take them. It's places you would go to take your kids to go have a picnic. But we're going to show you in those areas, not too far. Like if you have that DVD, you know exactly what we're talking about, how far to go up and where to look. That's exactly what we're going to do, and that's exactly what we're going to show. So, not only will we be on this channel, but I would say in one of the next week's channel of their channel, we may be on their channel as well, showing how we do things out there.
I also put up the lead tracker link because y'all need to go on there and click on the videos for April,
Hmm.
and just we mirror videos there too. There's some things that'll go on there that don't go on here, and they just work together, the two channels. So if anybody needs that, that one's there too.
So we're going to be busy. We've got friends coming in, and if we could, um, get more honorary trackers. We need you giving us information, sending us information so that we know these locations, what you see, where you have worries, and some of those places, if they're close, or if we can get to them, or if we're in that area, we're going to stop in and look at that area, give you a full report also. Remote assessments, you can still do those, send those in. Places that you may feel nervous about, or you may have seen activity or anything like that. Something that might look like a blind, but you're not sure. Send that photo in. Let us know. We'll send it back. Do an evaluation for you and send it back.
She says she will call as soon as she gets
Okay.
available. Okay. Caught up on
Okay. So we're just waiting on our last tracker to check in. They do have some information for our other trackers. And trackers, our other trackers are letting you know what's going on in their area.
that. Can we catch them up like on her stuff up to now?
Hmm. Hmm. Sure can.
Can I say the most recent thing or wait for
No.
her to say that?
Just say that.
Okay, this is the tracker B is the one that is at in Fisher, Louisiana, and the
One of our
Walmart.
southern trackers. Yeah.
Yes, one of the in the United States, and one of the Walmart there, and it's like many Walmarts that are out in the edges of these tree lines. They send the people out to the dumpsters. It's called the organics. They send them out to the dumpsters at night, and the Bigfoots are in. They're patrolling the dumpsters. They're digging through the dumpsters. They're a threat at the dumpsters. And this particular one also has a swamp on the backside. It's got a canal. It's a um, perfect location, perfect environment for Bigfoot. Uh, Last week she was on and she told us that a Bigfoot had taken a bite out of a bagel or a donut, a muffin, and
yeah.
threw it at her. And she was out there with another employee now. She thankfully has gotten it to where no employees go out there by themselves to these dumpsters, but they are getting more aggressive and with the growling and the carrying on. And also at her home, there's a lot of activity there too. And her son is starting to be a tracker.
Mm-hmm.
He's more and more involved. She's also got a daughter that wants the night vision. Y'all have seen them in some of our videos.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole and Dwayne is on here too. Dwayne is Tracker Beat's husband, and he's also tracking with them, noticing things. Dwayne, you could maybe put in the comments anything you want to about this too, because this involved you the other night. And while we wait for Tracker B to call. And in the meantime, we have a couple new messages. Tennessee says,
Oh, wait, let's Jeremy, if I don't know if you have our DVD yet, but we do need some trackers. But we'd like for you to have that DVD before you become a tracker, so that you know what we need and what we're looking for. But we also, if you was to help us out in that way, just give us the facts part and leave the opinions out. Um, like whenever you said they have been spotted here, but I think they just passed through. So the information that we would need out of that, we would only need they have been spotted here. Um, that's all the information that we need out of that, and then you could give us reports if other people reported it, or even if you heard on the radio that there was a report, something like that.
missing people,
Missing
pet
people,
posters,
storms, things like that,
drownings,
drownings, and things like that.
animal attacks.
Yes, yes, animal attacks and what kind, um, and things like that.
Mhm.
Let's see. Judy says awesome news.
And Tennessee says, had a Bigfoot put a soft hand on my leg through a camper window one night. I basically said no and rolled over. The clans are so different. Some clans are man eaters,
But they're all opportunists.
and they all will eat
Mhm.
men.
And they all will eat men with the opportunity.
Pray we must says that is so important so we can be aware and inform people of them. A blessed calling upon you and Jerry, or you, Jerry, and Tracker E. May God continue to bless you both in Jesus' name. Right back at you.
Yes, thank you, Pray we must.
Judy says, pray we, or praying with, or agreeing. Pray we must. And Jeremy says he will go back out and look around. He's got to go back out and look around.
Okay, okay. Tracker A is
Tracker
here.
A.
Okay,
Okay,
all right.
I think
Tracker B is calling.
Tracker B's calling in. You
Tracker
got
A.
here just in time to listen to Tracker B's report. Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Good evening.
You are on air.
Oh, okay.
So we caught them up to the muffin, tossing the muffin at you.
Oh, okay.
And so you take us to what happened since then, what happened at your house the other night. Dwayne was with us for a little while, but we don't see him now, so he may have had to go back to work.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, after we got him caught up on the muffin part. Well, the other night, we got home real late from work. We're short-handed at work, so I had to help in the back with receiving and stuff where my husband was working. And we got off until about 12:30, close to 1. Of course, we had to stop by the store and get some fuel, something to eat. got home. The fryer that day, the fryer went out. The fryers, the vents and stuff went out. So it was smoky in the deli area. Smell, the chicken smell, all that mixed together. And I figured, okay, we came back, sat on the bed, just waiting for Dwayne went in the shower. He got his stuff and went in the shower and was waiting on the bed. And I thought, you know what, I'm real tired and I'm just gonna lay sideways and just turn on the TV and watch TV. So I was watching TV and I heard a growl, like a loud growl, like a growl and a grunt, like, ugh. I was like, wait a minute, did I just hear that? And I kind of got scared, but I just laid there, and then I looked kind of, towards the window, and then I heard it again. It was loud. I could feel it. I felt that next one. I jumped up and I sat there and I scooped like towards, the middle of the bed, and I'm a little bit over, and I sat there and I thought, okay, did I just hear that? So I kept denying it, and then I heard a roar. I was like, oh, that was it. And then I jumped off the bed and I ran. I ran towards, the hallway, and I went all the way down, started banging on the restroom door. I told Dwayne what he was asking, what is it? What is it? I said, I heard something out here. I said, there's a big grunt and a roar. And then my son came out of his room and he says, Mom, are you okay? And I said, no. I said, did you hear that? He goes, I was sleeping, but I heard something. I said, there's something over here by the window. And Dwayne just said, okay, let me put on my stuff. Let me put my shoes, my clothes on, and I'm going to go out. So literally he just got in the shower and had to get back out. And my son and him, I said, you can't go out there. I said, there's something out there. Even though, and then the dogs were like barking, like literally barking. So he said the dogs, the puppies, so they went outside, opened the little cage that the puppies were in. He opened it. The puppies just ran. They bolted straight into the house, and they ran right by me, went inside, and turned around and stood from the hallway. They were looking out. And the cat was standing right by me, did not want to go out. It was just peeking out. And the Wayne came back in, my son, they were standing on the porch, and we're just, it was scary. I mean, I just did not, I didn't go back. I didn't go out or anything like that. I just stood from the door, from the top where the porch was. We came back in. We let the puppies stay in the house. They stayed in. They didn't want to go anywhere. And that was it. And that's what happened. And today is Wednesday, Tuesday. And I believe that happened Saturday. And then Sunday, I came back from work, and I had the window open for a little bit. I had taken the rest of the day off. I got off work, and I had taken the rest of the day off. I opened my my window about halfway up, and it got dark, so it was getting kind of cold. So I closed the door in the window. I slammed it shut. And Dwayne came back from work about 11:30, 12, and took a shower. And I guess I fell asleep. On the bed, he fell asleep. In the morning, about 7, it felt really cold in here, even though the right side of the bed. And I thought, oh, okay, it's just cold. Maybe it's cold outside. So I got up, and checked on the puppies, got up, and then I opened the door. Is it cold out here? So I opened the door. It was warm, and I thought, why is, cold on the right side of the bed? Did whatever I need to do, came back in the room, and then I saw the curtain swaying back and forth. So I opened the curtain at the bottom, and the window was like open, like probably a half an inch open. And I looked at Dwayne, I woke him up and I said, get up. And then I said, the window's open. He said, I didn't open it. I said, I didn't either. I don't know how the window, nobody opened the window. Now it's open. And to this day, we don't know how the window, we don't know who or what opened the window. And I tried looking around the back. The grass is still, it's high a little bit still, but it's not completely dead. It's still greenish, yellowish color. But I didn't see no, nothing, step down, no, nothing. It was not muddy back there. So I tried looking around, and don't open the window now. And I made sure that it's locked.
Good.
And I put a blanket on the window so nothing won't look in here. But that was the last couple of nights that happened here. I mean, it was close. This loud growl grunt was close.
Way too close. And is
Way
the little baby, the granddaughter, still there, or just your youngest daughter?
Yes, my little granddaughter's here. She's in the next room right next to me.
Okay.
And yes, and she's the one that, when she plays outside, it's that loud growl deal that happened. So.
Okay.
So have y'all been pulling up and doing that little J kind of fish hook turn so you can see the back of the house and stuff?
Yes. We just did that a little while ago when we came back. It's really dark out there, so Kristen and I did that. And then we made sure, we listened before we called Josh, made sure that Josh went out to the porch before we got out of the car, and we just came back in.
Dwayne just messaged in and said they have put more lights up in the area. Yeah, so glad to hear that, Dwayne.
Oh yes, they have put more lights out. Where the people that the abandoned trailers, they fixed it up. We know that there's 2 people that moved in on each side, and I told Dwayne, I said, that's where those eyes were that were stacked up on each other, on top of each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's where the big eyes that showed from the bushes. I said, it's right by that trailer. I bet you they're going to experience something.
Yep.
And they're going to put a light up. I said, I'm just going to give a couple of days. Sure enough, they had an electric pole, the street pole, the light put up. So now that whole area by the trailer is all lit up all the way onto the road to the abandoned house. You can see all that area.
Very glad to hear that.
All right.
Mm-hmm. So, and then let's see, what's the last night? Yes, last night we had to, towards the evening we had to take out the dogs, and they were running around outside. They were running around playing. We let them play for a little bit. It was getting dark, and the dogs started barking at the post, down here by the post office again. It started off from down there, and it was just all that time it was there, back and forth from the post office to the homes by the railroad track.
Mm-hmm.
So it was going up and down, just barking over there. And then around about, let's see, I had to take Kristen to work, so around about 9:30, I heard them on the north side, of the house. Took Kristen to work, came back. Dwayne had, I called him, so he went out. So as I was coming back in, I was talking to him, and we heard loud barks again on the north side. So literally, it came from the south side all the way around, and then it ended up on the north side of the house. So, it's beginning to come around again.
Yeah. Dwayne commented you had to get him out of the shower when that happened, but that's how scared you were, or how concerned you were.
Yes, that's it. I jumped off the bed. I mean, I could feel it in my body, my chest. That woo! I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. And your son Josh heard you, and he got up too and came out. So I mean, it wasn't just a casual thing about that. It really had y'all in an uproar for a little bit. That's how close.
That's how close it was. I mean, I was watching TV, and was, you're minding your own business watching TV, and I heard that, and I sat up real quick, and I started looking towards the window, and I was like, did I just hear that? I heard it again. I stood over to the side. I was looking at it, towards the window. I was, oh my God. Then that, I said, I jumped. That's when I jumped off the bed.
Did you smell anything?
I didn't smell anything. The way it was close,
okay.
Is it going to grab my legs? That's what I thought. Is it going to come in through the window that I took off? And the door in our room, it's not blocked, so it's just locked. So I looked that way and I ran. I was like,
Okay. Real quick, would you catch up the viewers on anything else is there anything else that you want to talk about? We know you just got off work.
Let's see. Did anything else happen at work? I got to scan out and go behind the dumpsters, because we had some pallets that slid down. So literally, it was in the daytime, so literally we had to go back there and collect the little, not the pallets, but the little RPCs that the fruits are in. So they wanted us to get those and move them back up. So literally, there was 4 of us, 2 guys and another lady. We went down there. Well, we didn't go all the way down, but I went halfway, and we're getting the RPCs, and we're just looking out. Well, I was being, I was looking around. The rest of them were just, picking stuff up and taking it back up. But I made sure, I was looking around. I was looking for tracks. I was looking for things that should be there.
Yeah.
And I never been down there at the bottom, but there's like a stream. It looks really creepy.
Right.
It's all
Sounds like
gray.
a trap.
It's all gray. It's, the trees are bent down, and they're literally touching the rocks at the bottom. Some of them.
Yeah.
There's it smells. It really smells. It's a weird sewer smell. That whole area right there.
Yeah.
And I kept looking towards the back, towards, where the water was coming from. And it is dark in there. I mean, the trees were so close that you can't even see through the trees.
No.
And I'm like, okay, maybe that's where it comes from at night, when we hear something walking around back here when we're throwing away the food. So I'm literally looking back there, and they're like, come on, Bernice, hurry up. And I was like, oh, okay. And I'm just scanning, I'm pretending to get into RPCs, and I'm just scanning things out like, wow, all of this back here. And you're right, it's literally a trap back there. It's dark, it smells, There's cats down there. Food, I guess, from wrappers and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But I don't understand, you know, if there was a person, you know, them throwing that muffin from the bottom to where I was at, I mean, it was,
Yeah, we already know it wasn't.
yeah. And my coworker was like, there's probably people down there. I said, I would have heard them because I stood there quietly and I stood there and listened.
So your coworker didn't go check if it was people down there,
No, I was outside by myself at the time,
huh?
but
Oh.
the guy was saying, do you know there's a trailer court back there? I said, right down here? No, further to the north on that side.
Right down
And-
here.
On the other
Yeah,
side of that canal?
Huh?
Back in there on the other side of that canal?
Yeah, where the light, well, that time we went and drove around, on the garden side, where the rocks and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, on that side, there's a trailer court.
Oh no.
It's literally on that side where the muffin came out. That's the creek side, the little stream,
Yeah.
that's back there in the dark side, that area. And I couldn't see through the trees, and it's just dark back there. It's gloomy. It's just gray, and everything. The trees are bent and broken. It's just creepy.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
It looks prime, and a lot of homeless people around there too, but less now from what you're saying.
Mm.
Yes, it's really creepy back there. I mean, I wouldn't. No,
For
if I
the
were living there, I would not go through there.
for
No.
the viewers who have not been here before, just really quick, there was a young lady that purchased something from Walmart, walked out to her car, went to get in her car, something attracted her attention, and she went into the woods at this place, at this Walmart, and then she disappeared. They tried to
Yeah.
say that she had maybe met somebody. They tried to cast aspersions and say, it was something funny going on. They tried to, the long and short of it is she was found later. None of her things had been stolen. It had all been scattered. I think her car door was still open. Bernice can correct me on anything, but she was tucked so far back up under some of that undergrowth with the thicket. I don't know if everyone knows what the thicket is, but just picture the worst briars, and each individual one stings. They're horrible. And so far back in there, it took 3 hours for emergency services to extract her from there. Legs bleeding, just the expression on her face was that of horror. An average person's not just going to just go into Walmart, walk off into the woods for no good reason. This was a high Bigfoot activity area. So where Bernice is talking about, they've seen the hairy legs underneath there. There's just so much Bigfoot activity. Anyway, just a quick backstory on this is all this same area. And it's not the only Walmart like that. You watch those Walmarts that are in these newly developed woodlines, especially. Okay, Bernice.
Oh yes, it's crazy. I was talking to a customer literally yesterday. Was it yesterday? I was talking to him, and he was asking me. Yeah, one time we seen a couple of ladies go back there with buckets. What are those buckets? He said. And I said, those are like, the food that we throw away from here, from the deli area, mostly the lettuce, and stuff like that. And the guys from produce, they get rid of fruits and whatever spoiled, they take it out in totes. And there's a big dumpster back there that we pour all that in. They come and pick it up. And then I was telling him, yeah, I said, they wanted me to go out there by myself. And he looked at me like, no, you can't go back there by yourself because it's dangerous back there. And then I told him, yes. I said, there's a lady that was missing back there a couple of years ago. He said, yes, I remember that. And he said, you know they didn't investigate that, right? I said, yes. He said, they just cover it up. They don't care about these people. They don't care about no one. They're not going to fully investigate it. They're just going to make up some cocky deal. Oh, it's a drug, this person's a drug addict, or this person was mentally ill. They wandered away, and then if they're found dead, that's it. Natural causes. They're not going to fully investigate. I said, yes. I said, I think that's really what happened to this girl here. He said, that's what happened. So the guy actually, knows about the authorities around here, that they just don't really fully investigate something that happens. It's just a big old, they wander into the woods. They were drug addicts. They're missing.
Under the rug.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just your area, Bernice, right?
Yeah.
It's happening in every area. Every
Yes.
area, they're covering it up, and that's one of the reasons for this show. We're tired of the cover up.
Yes. It's in DeSoto County. It's here. It's everywhere. I mean, even on the Navajo Nation and where I'm from, they blamed it on a skinwalker. But I know of the person that she's my best friend. Her brother is the one that hit a little Bigfoot, and he thought it was a man first, and I guess he thought it was a man first. He thought he hit a human, and he went home, told his wife. And she got after him and told him, hey, you need to go back because you need to help that person. What if he or she's dying, or if he's dead? You can't leave that person out there. So they went in another vehicle. They went back over there, and there was a blood trail, of where he hit that thing. And they turned around and they parked on the side of the road, and they had the light on it. And they called the cops. The cop shows up. They went over there, and they said the feet was big. It wasn't like human. It looked like a human foot, but the color was different. The color was like brown, blackish color. The foot, and then they said it was laying on its belly, and the palm was up and the fingernails were long, and it had like a human hand, but it was hairy. And they ran back, and not too long after that, the rangers were called, and then some other people showed up. They told them, you'll get a police report. They told them, they gave them tickets, whatever they needed, and they told them you'll get your police report. And then they loaded that, that little Bigfoot up in the back of a truck, and the ranger took it. And to this, and that was a couple of years ago. And I had talked to my friend about 2 years ago. I think that's the last time I talked to her. And she was telling me that they still, that at the time, they still didn't get a police report. And I was going to, I'm trying to get in contact with her to ask her if they still had that vehicle. Because the brother was still paying for it, and the officers would not release a police report.
Yeah, and so insurance wouldn't pay for it, right? Because the cops were lying.
Yes. And they didn't
this
have
guy's just stuck with that broken vehicle.
Yes, they got stuck with that, and they don't want their credit rating to go down, so they've just been paying for it. They probably paid it off by now because that was a couple of years ago.
Hey, Bernice, Dwayne is he just messaged in. He said he's coming back, work getting closer to home. It's been bad smells, so y'all may pay attention.
And it's crazy, you know. And right after that, after that little Bigfoot that, you know, they took him. My dad was telling me that because he was a field superintendent, and he worked, you know, in Arizona, Utah. He'll be driving. Woke up in the morning, and and he was telling us, the whole family, that he heard cries like, you know, like a noise down in the Arroyo, all the way down. He said that thing was yelling. Something was yelling. I just stood there and listened. It went all the way down towards Coyote Canyon, he said. And then he was telling us that happened a couple of nights and in the morning hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then it happened for, I think, about a week or so, maybe a little bit longer. And then he said all of a sudden it stopped.
Mm.
So my dad was sitting there, and he was just like thinking about something. He was sitting there eating, and then all of a sudden he says, I was thinking about it. It's something. He said it was that thing they hit right down there was probably its baby, he said. In Navajo, that was probably that thing that's yelling's baby. It's probably looking for it. It's probably trying to look for it, and that thing is gone, he said. You can tell he was bothered by it. He would, you know, he went outside, and you can tell he was just bothered by it.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of it that way, but until he said that, and I thought to myself, you know, to this day, it was probably looking for its baby that got hit down there.
Well, we always call it offspring instead of baby.
Yeah.
Because baby's more like us, and they have that spider DNA. So, like a spiderling, they would be an offspring.
Yeah.
Spider's not going to cry its baby's gone.
Yeah, it will eat its baby.
Yeah. So that was it. And every now and then they see, you know, my brother said, you know, they see it around where they live in Twin Lakes.
Mm-hmm.
And
are there any updates on Southern? Is he doing okay?
With Southern, I spoke to Cam the other day. He's doing good. Doing good. Going to his appointments, and he's with his grandma, so he's taking care of his grandma right now. So, he's doing good. I haven't talked to him yet, but Cam has. So he's doing good.
Tell him we said hello and we wish him the best. And if he ever wants to talk on or off air, let us know.
Yeah, we're still here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll let you go. We know you just got off work, and
yeah.
And we're gonna have I think we're gonna be off this weekend because we had some guests coming in, but we will be back, and we will be getting back with you again on these tracker check-ins. Well, with all the trackers, but it's gonna be more regular now since we're gonna keep up with everybody a lot more closer.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right,
Have a
we'll
good
check
evening.
in the next check-in.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Okay, so this weekend we will be with some other trackers teaching and training, sharing some information. Our trackers have checked in, activity in multiple locations. If you've been with us for a little while, you know that some of our trackers had to put some of these down in different areas, as far as Utah to here. So these things are out there. They're real. Monsters are real. Get the DVD whenever you get a chance. Learn everything you can. As our trackers will tell you, without that DVD, you're going to miss a lot. So we'll be back, I would say Monday or Tuesday. We're going to be off air and spending time with some trackers teaching. And so you may see us on another channel also, because some of the people come in have their own channel. And we're broadening out, really.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting into a whole different friendships throughout the world. But we're going to bring you all this information every chance that we get. Stick with the channel, stay with us. We will be back with information that you need to know and things that are happening right now.
Like, share, subscribe, check your notification buttons, all that kind of stuff. You know, they keep undoing it. There's links in the chat, which will go down for a little while, but then come back up on later if you need to check it. For Tracker A's channel, Tracker E's channel, that's mine. Tracker, what else we got? Oklahoma Adventures, which is some of the people that we hope to see this weekend. Y'all check out that channel. And just thank y'all for everything.
Oh, and Joe Blow just came on. Joe Blow, get that DVD player. Make sure you watch that DVD. Oh, Le Mans Cherie. Your DVD is on its way. It should reach you probably tomorrow.
Oh yeah, yeah. We just mailed. We didn't
Didn't
mail you the confirmation thing, but it'll be there shortly.
And Jim on Last Adventures, we just got your confirmation today. The next available run, yours will be shipped out, and you're gonna like it. And I know you're gonna like it because there's a lot of things that we talk about on that DVD that in your story we talk about. This is what to look for. This is what they do, and just your story helped confirm a lot of things. And because that DVD, when you was talking, that's how we knew you was talking the truth, and that's why we wanted to talk to you and get your story out.
Hey, Dwayne, if you're in here, if you would put up, I think Bernice, if she wants it, put her Tracker B's YouTube channel in here too, if you would. And if not, we'll catch it next time or put it in the comments later because she also has a channel. I just don't know if it's active and she's putting things in it.
And everybody go to Tracker A's channel, like and subscribe. Give her support.
They're playing with the numbers.
Yeah, they will play with the numbers. Check your subscription over there. Scott, if you can start getting us some of those pictures and video. We know you've got the DVD. We know you watched it, and we know that you're going through some of these older streams to learn as much as you can. So we would appreciate you being an honorary tracker and helping us in that area. CT, we would like for you to do the same, become an honorary tracker. Joe Blow, all of y'all, we need to see what's going on out there. And we trust y'all because you have the DVD and you've been with the channel for a while. And
for a long time.
And
SMA Mommy too, if you
SMA
can.
Mommy, if you can give us some reports.
Yeah.
All the ones who've got the DVD, you know what to look for. And we could use your assistance to get more locations identified.
Let's close in prayer real quick. Thank you, Father, just for allowing us to be here. Thank you for the successful surgery today for Tracker A's family. Thank you for all the people that are here. Thank you. And we pray that you will keep us all covered in your protection. All these people that are having these experiences with these Bigfoot, give them discernment to know what the true purpose of these creatures are. In the name of Jesus. Amen.
Also on our YouTube channel, Tracker A's video is up. If you haven't seen that, check it out. If you haven't heard the last stream, which was 2 days ago on the 6th, you need to go back and you need to listen to that one. That is Tracker A's. If you haven't heard the one on the 4th, you need to go back and listen to that one. That's with Jim with Life Adventures. Very important.
He's in here too. Click on his, find him in the comments and click on his channel also.
Like and subscribe to Life's Adventures, Keeping It Real on YouTube. Also Tracker A's channel. Subscribe and like. Also lead Tracker E's. Like and subscribe. Get those up so we can keep this information getting out to you. Also, if you would also like to support the channel, Cashapp is also on the screen. If you need that DVD, you can order it that way also. Send us an email. Let us know you want to purchase a DVD. We'll get that out to you as soon as possible. And then we need to talk about you becoming an honorary tracker. learn as much as you can. We want to thank everyone tonight
Mm-hmm.
for being here for this meeting for the trackers. And for the trackers, thank you for the information. We're going to share it, pass it along, and we will be back with you again. Some of the trackers, you're going to be here with us, and then we're going to give another report after we conclude that.
Yeah, and you'll go out there and check your wood lines while you wait. In the next few days, look, while it's winter time out there, if you can get out there safely, just take a good look at the dark areas.
Yep, the foliage is down. Time to find those blinds before that vegetation comes up and you don't see them.
Yeah.
So
Have a good evening.
yeah, thank you everybody. We will see y'all again. We're looking at Monday or Tuesday after we conclude everything we're doing. We may go live with the trackers that we got. We may go live because you never know what we're gonna
You don't know. We don't know.
scare up. And we have surprised a couple Bigfoots a couple times, so you never know.
Never
All right,
know.
we'll see y'all.
And if Tracker A goes live, get on it and pay attention and watch for her. And here's another thing: y'all can screenshot the comments and things like that to make sure that things aren't disappearing, because we already know that it's happened.
Yeah.
So
And
y'all
if-
be stealthy.
like Tracker E said, if Tracker A goes live, stop what you're doing and get on there and see what's going on.
Because they're harassing her and she
Yeah.
needs backup.
Yeah, we need people paying attention and get your eyes open. Maybe even flooding some phone calls if we got to.
Okay.
So everyone have a great night, and we'll see y'all. We don't know when,
Soon.
but we will be back. Trust us, we'll be back.
Bye.
Bye.